At Man City Fan TV, we're really pleased to promote this wonderful sketchwork, artwork by a lady called Leslie Ross. You can follow Leslie on Twitter at 111Leslie111 and also follow her on Facebook and Twitter at 9320art. Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Well, this is a quick video on Riyad Mahrez, of all things. And what happened was Dean from DZ Football _English, he's the guy who does all the English sort of Algerian and North African football chatter on Twitter and on his channel on Facebook. He contacted me and he said, I've seen a lot of the tweets that have gone on, and obviously Marez played against Newport County, and yeah, do you fancy doing a video, because you know it's one of those things that it's still getting out of hand. So I said to him, yeah, fine, that's no problem. So he said, send me some questions that you want me to answer on behalf of the channel, his channel, our channel, and sort of Algerian fans in general. So my first question to Dean was, Marez, has he been all that this season?
Marez, has he been great so far? My honest answer is, at this stage, after 35 matches, because I've got such high standards of him, I expected more from Riyad, yes. We know he's got the quality to produce in the Premier League. Have we seen what he's capable of with Man City? No. Does he need to improve to be at the standard of a Pep Guardiola team? Yes. But has he been a disaster? No. He skied the penalty, but he has scored 2 crucial winners in away Premier League games against Watford and Tottenham. So if he didn't score those, Man City wouldn't actually be sitting pretty at the top right now. But has he been that good? I expect more from Riyad Mahrez in a Man City shirt.
My second question to Dean was, does he deserve a start ahead of Raheem Sterling and Leroy Sané?
Why does he deserve a starting position ahead of Sané or Sterling? He doesn't. Right now he doesn't, because when Sané and Sterling are up there with Aguero, they've been unbelievable. And right now, I can't see whose place he's going to take. And then you've got the added problem of Bernardo Silva's form. He's not benching Marez because he's bad. He apologised himself. He's like, you can only pick 11 players at the end of the day. And when you've got a front three of Sané, Aguero and Sterling that have won the league with 100 points, then you've got to factor in Bernardo Silva and De Bruyne coming back from injury and David Silva and Phil Foden coming through, then you got to say that he doesn't deserve to start right now. But in these cup games, when he does get a chance, he's got to prove himself and take the initiative. And that's why we get annoyed when he's not at his best. Because if you can't perform against Newport, then how are you going to perform against Manchester United? But he did score in the cup though, and all we can say is give him a start in the Premier League and see if he produces or not. You can't play Sané and Sterling every week due to the sheer amount of games that Man City have to play.
My third question was, what has he actually brought to Manchester City, considering we spent £60 million on him this season?
What has he brought to Man City so far? He's brought, I think, an element of dribbling and not afraid to take the shot on. Many City players, well, in the way that Pep plays, they're trying to pass the ball in. You see Aguero often ends up in a 6-yard box with the tap-ins. I'm not saying he's a tapping guy, but I'm saying that's how City play. They try and walk the ball in, they try and pass it in, they get it all on one side of the pitch and then float to the other side of the pitch. They don't just completely go for shots outside the box and stuff like that. They do some nice team goals with Barcelona build-up play. And what Marez brings is a different element. You've got Sterling with the pace on the right, you've got Sané with the strength on the left and the pace as well. Marez not the quickest, but he's got better feet than Sané and Sterling. He can dribble, he can beat a player, but he's not afraid to take a shot on. And that's, I think, why some City fans, why some of you lot are annoyed, because there are, you know, elements in the Man City play when he can make a pass that will set up a goal or keep possession, but if he takes a shot on, he loses possession and ultimately it ends up being a goal kick to the other team. So there are elements of his play that he brings that no one else has at City. I think he's the best dribbler at the club. I think Sané said he's got the best skills at the club, but you know, he needs to sort of just adapt to Man City's style of play a little bit more. He's not the main man like he was at Leicester. He's surrounded by world-class players. He's gone to compete with world-class players.
My fourth question was, considering now that we've got Sterling and Sané that occupy the wing roles on the right and the left, Bernardo Silva can actually play in that role. But now we've got Phil Foden, and we've seen what Foden did against Newport County. Does he deserve a starting place ahead of Phil Foden?
Does he deserve a starting place ahead of Sane, Sterling or Phil Foden? Well, I've touched on that earlier in a different question. You've got to say, unless Sane and Sterling dip quite considerably, then how's he going to get in? But Bernardo Silva's the key for me because he started playing on the right wing as well. So there's a new issue you have to factor in. But Bernardo's been unbelievable, and you'd say whoever Man City had on their bench wouldn't take Bernardo's place. Would you even say, apart from Messi, who in the world would take Bernardo's place on that right for Man City at the moment?
My next question to Dean was, why do Algerian fanboys, and I know that this is not all Algerian fans and not all Marez fans. I mean, you know that on the channel we actually took Jamal, who's an Algerian fan and he's also a Man City fan. We took him to the game against Liverpool, and he's a wonderful guy, lovely guy, really objective and everything else. But why is it that these Algerian fanboys with Marez give City fans on social media so much hatred? I mean, we know what it's like, and we had it when we did the Marez watch, and we only did the Marez watch purely because of the abuse, I mean hatred and abuse that we got on the channel, which was quite amusing, but we tried to sort of counteract that with a sort of light-hearted view of a Marez watch, but we decided to stop it because, you know, it didn't really serve a purpose. It was just more of a bit of a light-hearted comeback to those Algerian fanboys who gave us absolute dog's abuse. But why do they still persist even when... And I saw some tweets last night against City fans, female City fans, who had actually just basically said that Marez needs to sort of create more options rather than shoot all the time, or his decision making isn't the best at the moment. But got absolutely horrible comments back by these Algerian fanboys. What is it? Because we want the best for Riyad Mahrez.
Algerians, why do they still give Man City fans a load of grief on social media? Don't take it personally, because any club that do it, whether it's Porto or Brahimi, when Brahimi wasn't playing for Porto, they slaughtered the Porto fan base. Don't take it personally. They're like this, not just in football, not just in sport, but in every walk of life. If they miss the bus, they'll come for the bus driver online. That's how they are, and you just got to get used to it, I'm afraid. And although it's not rosy, don't take it personally. Some of them are nice, some not so much.
And finally, Riyad Mahrez, will he be here next season? He's already made some comments that he's not happy with his game time, and I understand, obviously, players don't like it when they're on the bench, but has he brought enough this season so far that in the summer Pep will decide to keep him at Manchester City? And what were your thoughts on the comments?
Will Marez be given a chance to stay at City for next season? And what are your thoughts in his comments that he's not happy with his game time? Well, if he was happy sitting on the bench, I think that'd be a bigger problem. If Marez come out and said, I love sitting on Man City's bench, I'd be more concerned. He wants to play. He went to City knowing he was going to have to fight for his place. He didn't go to City knowing he was going to rock up into a team and walk into the 11 when they got 100 points. He knows that, and I'm glad he's upset. He wants to play for City. You want players that want to play for your club. How many times have we seen players refusing to play for a team because they're not getting selected? Marez wants to play for Man City. He wants to show Pep what he can do. He will be there next season. He worked so hard to leave Leicester. You saw how difficult it was for him to actually leave the club. For him to leave after 1 year would be ludicrous. He'll still be there. City need Marez. But I think it's only been 6-7 months. The best is yet to come. It can't get worse. It can only get better. So those are my thoughts.
Anyway, I want to say a massive thank you to Dean from DZ Football _English. He does all the sort of, like I said, the North African region, the MENA region, and Algerian football in particular in English. You can find the links to his channel below. But give us your thoughts. What are they? I mean, we're trying to be objective. This is not, you know, I know we did the Marez thing, the Marez watch, but that was a bit of a light-hearted bit of banter back to the Algerian fanboys. We want Marez. We were really excited when Marez came to Man City, and yeah, his statistics look, you know, decent. But when you actually review the game time, he could be doing a lot better, in my opinion. But you know, that's just my own personal opinion. But anyway, give us your comments below the video. What do you think? Are we being too harsh? Does Marez need to do better? Is there areas of his game that he can improve on? Does he actually need to be given another season, maybe into next season? Difference being is that Marez is, what, 4 or 5 years into the Premier League. It's not like a Bernardo Silva. Please don't use the Sane, Bernardo Silva argument. They were 19 and 20, 21 when they arrived at City, never played in the Premier League before. Marez has won a Premier League title. He's a £60 million signing. He was the big fish in a small pond at Leicester. Is that the problem? So there's no excuse that he shouldn't be able to fit into Pep's system, and considering the players, the world-class players that he's playing around, do you expect him to do a little bit more for Manchester City? But anyway, if he scores goals for City, if he wins us, you know, the Carabao Cup on Sunday, you know, we're all going to be pleased about it. We want our City players to do well, but it's not going to stop us to, you know, discussing how Marez is actually fitting into this Man City team right at this moment in time. Give us your thoughts below the video. Like I said, it's not a dig at Marez. I just, me and Dean had a chat earlier and thought that after all the abuse that was given out to City fans over the weekend, when they made some objective comments about Riyad Mahrez, even though he scored, it was just one of those things whereby I thought, yeah, let's do a video on it. And if you agree or disagree with me or Dean or whatever, please make sure you comment below the videos. Like I said, we try to comment and reply to every video. Even if it's just a thumbs up, we're always looking out, and if something comes in, we'll definitely reply back to you. But anyway, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Don't forget, check out Tobias's video that we did on the Schalke game coming up on Wednesday night, and it's great catching up with Tobias. He's full of smiles and gave us a little bit of background to some of the players that we need to look out for, the likes of Rabbi Matondo and others, for the Schalke game on Wednesday night. So anyway, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. Hope you had a great weekend, and we've got some big games coming up, and keep following the channel. There's videos every single day, and there'll be more videos tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we've got the big day Sunday, where we're going to be full on shoving out videos every single 30 minutes. But we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.